How to improve your communication skills at work. Are you looking for ways to improve your communication skills at work? Do you find yourself getting tongue-tied or feeling lost for words when communicating with your colleagues? If so, you're not alone. In today's fast-paced, constantly connected world, communication skills are more important than ever before. Whether you're communicating with coworkers, clients, or customers, being able to effectively communicate can make a big difference in your career. Fortunately, there are a few simple things you can do to hone your communication skills and become a more effective communicator at work. Number 1. Be concise and avoid jargon. When you're communicating with colleagues, always try to be clear and concise. That means getting to the point quickly, avoiding any unnecessary details that might cause confusion to the other person. This will help to ensure that your colleagues understand your message, and it will also make it easier for you to get your point across. Besides, you should also avoid using jargon, acronyms, or technical terms, as these can be off-putting for your colleagues, so try to avoid it where possible. Instead, use simple language that everyone can understand. If you do need to use jargon, make sure you take the time to explain what it means. Number 2. Listen more than you talk. It's easy to get caught up in trying to make our own point, but it's important to remember that communication is a two-way process. When you're in a conversation, take the time to really listen to what your colleagues is saying as well as talking to them. Not only will this help you to understand their point of view and find common ground, but it will also show them that you're interested in what they have to say. This will give you the opportunity to respond more effectively. Number 3. Avoid interrupting. Listen attentively when others are speaking is a form of respect to another person. Interrupting someone when they're speaking is not only rude, but it can also hinder the conversation and make it harder for them to get their point across. When you're in a conversation, you should try to let the other person finish what they're saying before you jump in with your own comments. Number 4. Ask questions and avoid assumptions. Another great way to improve your communication skills is to ask questions. This is important to avoid making assumptions and clearing unnecessary doubts. For example, don't assume that the other person knows what you're talking about. Likewise, if you're uncertain about something, don't be afraid to ask questions. This will show your colleagues that you're engaged in the conversation, and it will also help to ensure that you understand the discussion. By asking questions, it could give you a time to digest their points and understand the other person's perspective. Number 5. Repeat back. If you want to make sure you've understood what someone has said, try repeating back what they've told you. This helps to ensure that you've understood what the other person has said and give them the chance to correct you if you've misunderstood. Besides, it will help to ensure that you're on the same page and also shows that you're paying attention to the conversation. Let's say, when you are in a meeting, if someone makes a suggestion, restate it in your own words to make sure you understand. For example, you might say, "So you're suggesting that we increase the budget for the marketing department by 10%? This not only could show that you are interested in what others are saying, but also a chance to check that you've understood them correctly, and are willing to listen to their ideas. Number 6. Use nonverbal communication and body language. It's also important to be aware of your nonverbal communication. This includes your body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. Body language is a powerful communication tool, and can be just as important as the words you're saying. Smile, make eye contact, and avoid crossing your arms or fidgeting. These are all nonverbal cues is seen as positive and professional, which will help to show your colleagues that you're interested and engaged in the conversation. So make sure that you're using it to your advantage to convey the right message. Number 7. Be aware of your tone. Are you aware of your tone when you're communicating with your colleagues at work? Your tone of voice, pitch, rate of speech, and volume can say a lot more than the words you're actually speaking. It can convey your feelings and attitudes, and it can influence how your message is received. If you speak too softly, you may come across as timid or shy. If you speak too loudly, you may come across as angry or aggressive. If you're feeling angry or frustrated, try to take a deep breath and keep your voice calm. This will help to ensure that your colleagues don't misinterpret your message. Number 8. Write things down. When you write things down, you're able to process the information better and come up with a clear plan. This can be helpful when communicating with your boss or coworkers. When you have a plan, it's easier to stay on track and avoid getting sidetracked. Another benefit of writing things down is that it can help you to remember things. If you're ever in a meeting and someone asks you a question, you can quickly refer to your notes and revise your thoughts before you say them out loud. This not only can be a huge time saver, but also prevent you from saying something that you didn't mean to say, and avoid forgetting important information. Number 9. Take your time. If you're feeling nervous or you're unsure of what to say, it's okay to take a few moments to gather your thoughts. Don't feel like you have to rush your communication. Take your time and make sure you're saying what you want to say. This will help you to avoid saying something you might regret, and it will also show your colleagues that you're taking the time to think about your response. Remember that, to effectively hone the communication skills, it takes time and practice. But if you're willing to put in the effort, you can definitely improve your communication skills at work. Number 10. Be respectful. Finally, it's important to be respectful when you're communicating with others. This means using polite language and avoiding offensive or hurtful comments. When you're respectful to others, it shows that you value their opinions and feelings. It also shows that you are willing to listen to them and to understand their point of view. With that, you're more likely to be able to build strong relationships and effectively communicate with others. This can go a long way in improving communication at work. In conclusion, improving your communication skills at work can take some time, but it's definitely worth the effort. By following these tips, you'll soon find that you're able to express yourself more effectively. And you'll also build better relationships with your colleagues at work as well as in other areas of your life. Thanks for watching. See you in next video.
Thanks for watching our video. We hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you never miss an upload.